we will take a look at some of the draw commands in the dCAD environment. Click on the Draw drop-down menu. We'll pick the first command, the point command, and we'll follow the prompt. It says place the point in the drawing. So there's our point indicator down there. You may just be able to see it. You might wonder how and why you use that. Well, if we pick the next command, the line command, let's say we start a line or somewhere down below and to the right of the point, and as we move our line, the end point of the line, we want to jump to that particular point that we set earlier. You go to the O snap, and a point is a node. So if we turn node on, now we can jump and lock on precisely to that point marker. So I'll just roll out a little, and I'll hit the right mouse button to complete the line command. So we now have a line and a point. If we pick a multi-line, we can draw a compound line like you might draw the wall of a house. Let's leave that for the moment, and we'll put an arc in. We've chosen a 3-point arc, so we set the first point, the second point, and in goes the arc. We can draw arcs in different ways by start, center, and end. So if we start an arc there, the center point there, and an end point there, you can see that the arc wraps around. So there are lots of different draw commands. A circle can be set circle diameter. So we could put a circle in here running from there to there by indicating a diameter. You might notice that as I move my mouse, a beige indicator comes, and I could actually type the diameter of that circle. We can make it 30 units. So that circle is precisely 30 units. If we select it and right-click and go to Properties, a Properties box comes up, and there's the radius of the circle, 15. If we want to change that to 20, we can just change it there, click away, and the radius and therefore the diameter of that circle changes. So arcs, circles, ellipses, you'll of course put in a first axis and then a second axis to put an ellipse in. Rectangles are pretty obvious, like so. If we wanted to draw a square, you might use the line command to do that. You might start here, head off in the direction that you want. We could type 30, keep the beige indicator horizontal, and then we could come down here in that direction and type 30 again, and back here 30. Notice that I don't go completely to the end of the line. I can go past the line here and still type 30, and that draws a perfect square. Right mouse click finishes. So we're down to rectangles, polygons, various sides. Hatch we've seen earlier. You can fill any shape with a solid color. Text, if we click text, the text tool, just indicate the height by dragging up or typing. Let's say we want the height to be 5 units, and hit the enter key. Up pops a little text box. We'll turn text location, a piece of text, and OK it. In goes the text. So you can see lots of different draw commands are here. They're all covered in the in our manual, in our reference guide. P-line is a polyline, a line consisting of a lot of line segments. Spline is a curving fitted line. Blocks are repeating symbols. We can insert a block, but we've got an additional blocks one. If you come over here to the blocks library here, if we wanted to put in some sort of, say, an arrow, we just pick it from the library and in it goes. It's a block. You can also insert blocks in this way. Raster means you can insert a picture, so any photograph you take with a digital camera can be inserted in that way, and we've put on the website some samples for you. A leader and dim are used when you are dimensioning objects, and we'd leave that to another time. So I've tried here just to cover the various draw commands that are available to you in the dCAD environment. The next logical group to look at would be the modifier. One little tip, if you right-click, you can always choose the last command that you've been using, which is text in our particular instance. So they are the draw commands. A very, very quick look at them.